Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us here today for the update on a homicide investigation. My name is Lieutenant Andrew Belanca. I am the Director of Communications here at the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. Joining me today to my right is Deputy Chief Swancheck over Criminal Investigations Division. Joining me on my left is Captain Steve Sessoms, who is in charge of Criminal Investigations Division and is overseeing the homicide. As we move forward, I'd like to do a quick recap of yesterday's events. So about 11 o'clock in the morning, cleaning staff at the hotel found a lady, female, laying on the floor unresponsive. They notified 911, and approximately 11:14 a.m., St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office deputies and St. Lucie County Fire Rescue arrived about simultaneously at 11:14 a.m. A few moments later, Fire Rescue pronounced the female deceased. At approximately 3 p.m. in the afternoon, members of the 19th Judicial Circuit, medical examiners, investigators arrived at the scene. After conducting a thorough examination and additional investigation, it was deemed at about 4:19 p.m. that we in fact had a homicide investigation. Now, if you recall yesterday, I made a reference about the hotel room being paid for with a credit card by a male, but the credit card belonged to a female. I can at this time confirm that that credit card did belong to the victim, and our victim is positively identified as Miss Toni-Lynn Marie Trabb, 58 years old, of Port St. Lucie. I can also confirm at this time that the male has been identified. His name is Carlos Tito Caban, 51 years old, from Fort Pierce, Florida. What I can tell you about Mr. Caban is Mr. Caban served time in prison for sexual battery. He was released in 2023. Mr. Caban moved to St. Lucie County in 2025 and registered with the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office as a sex offender. At this time, we are not able to confirm if Mr. Caban is gainfully employed anywhere. Today, at about 11 o'clock this morning, our detectives were notified by authorities in Tifton, Georgia, that Caban was stopped driving the victim's vehicle in Tifton. This stop was conducted by the Tifton Police Department. Mr. Caban was in the presence of another female who will remain unidentified at this time. What I can share with you is that the female, what we learned from the authorities in Georgia, the female made acquaintance with Caban in the Orlando, Florida area. During their interaction, Caban told her that he was going to be traveling to New York. She said that she had nothing to do and asked if she could go along for the ride, and thus the adventure began. Caban is currently facing charges out of Florida that are going to be related to sex offender violations with his imposed conditions. I can also tell you that as of approximately 11:30 today, we have detectives that are en route to Georgia to meet with the authorities in furtherance of this investigation. This investigation is a very active and very fluid homicide investigation, as you see. We will be able to and be willing to update as more information becomes available. At this time, if you have any questions, and I would also, on behalf of Sheriff Del Toro and all the men and women of the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, we would like to express our sincere condolences and our prayers to the Trabb family in this dire time. Now, at this time, I'm willing to take some questions, but I'm going to preface that with if they are anything related to the investigation or anything that is relevant material that would reveal any of our investigative techniques, I cannot obviously answer those questions. Tyler.
Do we know how Caban and the victim became acquainted with each other, how they came in contact with each other to go to that hotel room?
So all I know at this time is that they met a couple months ago and have been kind of dating on and off.
Dating apps, or how did they meet?
I do not know that.
Lieutenant, did you say Caban is being detained in Georgia right now?
He is.
And are you calling him officially a person of interest?
He is officially our suspect.
Has anyone in Georgia had a chance to question him?
I don't believe the authorities in Georgia would be involved in questioning on our investigation. We have our sex offender detective is currently completing applications for warrants related to the sex offender offenses, and he will be hit with those charges.
And were those offenses in Florida or somewhere else?
Yes, here, ma'am.
St.
And
Lucie County.
was that a white Toyota that he was driving?
Yes, it was.
The sex offenses, are you talking about like he violated the terms of his sex offender provision by like not registering appropriately, that sort of thing?
That is correct.
And just one more time, it was a victim's car he was in as he was driving?
Yes.
What kind of vehicle was that?
It's a Toyota Corolla, white.
When was he brought up as a person of interest that you guys were tracking, and obviously were able to get tipped off that he was in Georgia?
It was during the course of the investigation.
And yesterday you had indicated that at 5:30 or so a male rented the room with the female credit card. Was that guy, the gentleman that you talked about, is the suspect?
So I can't confirm that because I haven't viewed the video. All I can tell you is he's the gentleman that we have identified at this time.
Are you anything more you can say about the manner of death or the cause of death? I know yesterday you said it was a homicide, but were there any signs of trauma to the body or anything like that?
We can share with you that there were signs of struggle. Other than that, I can't release any further details.
How can the sheriff's office describe Caban as a person? You know, what type of person is this?
I really can't describe him. I've never met him. I am not aware of what his personalities are or what his traits are. All I'm doing is reporting on the facts of what we know. Anything else?
Yeah, can you spell Caban's name?
Yes, it is spelled C-A-B-A-N. You have a photograph? And we do have a photograph of Mr. Caban.
Can you spell his first name too?
Yes, his first name is Carlos, C-A-R-L-O-S.
What's the DOB?
Middle name is Tito, T-I-T-O. He's 51 years of age.
And he's on the sex offender predator, I guess, website.
Yes, sir.
And right now there's no charges connected to her death at this time, right?
No, sir. Anything else?
Sorry if you already said this. How much time did you serve as far as that?
I don't remember. Captain, do you recall?
He was sentenced to 5 years, but he didn't do 5 years. He got out before the 5-year sentence.
Anything else?
Do you know who the last person besides perhaps Mr. Caban to see the victim alive?
We don't know of any other individuals other than Mr. Caban. Okay? Thank you guys very much for your time, and as more information becomes available, we'll be sure to release. Thank you very much.
Thank you.